Behind every app, website, and digital system you touch is a hidden language. Actually, there are thousands of them, but which ones actually matter? If you have ever wanted to learn to code, the sheer number of options is paralyzing. You hear about Python for AI, JavaScript for the web, and C++ for games. It feels like a massive puzzle where the pieces keep changing shape. But coding languages are not just random sequence of text. They are specialized tools designed to solve specific problems. From the ancient foundations that still run our world to the modern speed demons trying to replace them, we were breaking down every major programming language you need to know. We start at the metal. Before the sleek interfaces, there was assembly. It's the closest humans to get to speaking binary. It's incredibly fast because it talks directly to the hardware, but it's a nightmare for humans to write. In 1972, everything changed with C. C is the Latin of programming. It's the foundation. If you are using Windows, Mac OS, or Linux, you are using a system built largely on C. It's fast, efficient, and gives the programmer total control over the computer's memory. But with greater power comes greater responsibility. One wrong move and your entire system crashes. Because of this, it's still the king of embedded systems, like the computer in your car or your microwave. Now let's move to the language you have actually heard of, Python. Python is currently the world's most popular language. Why? Because it reads like English. It's the Swiss Army knife. Whether you are doing data science, building a web server, or training a massive AI model like ChatGPT, Python is the go-to choice. It's slower than C, but because it's easy to write, it allows developers to build things in days rather than in months. Then, there is Java. Not to be confused with JavaScript. Java's motto was write once, run anywhere. It was designed to be portable, which is why it became the backbone of massive corporate systems and the original foundation of Android. If you have ever used a banking app or played Minecraft, you have interacted with Java. It's verbose and strict because it is incredibly stable for large-scale projects. If you look at any website, you are seeing a trio of languages working in harmony. HTML provides the skeleton, the headers, the paragraphs, the structure. CSS is the skin and clothes, the colors, the fonts, and the layout. But JavaScript is the brain. It's what makes a website interactive. When you click a button and a menu slides out, that's JavaScript. For decades, JavaScript only lived inside the browser, but with the invention of Node.js, it moved to the server, meaning you can now build an entire tech stack using nothing but JavaScript. It's messy and has some weird quirks, but the modern internet would not exist without it. Not every language is for building apps. Some are for managing data. SQL, Structured Query Language, is the language of databases. If a website has a login screen or a list of products, it's likely using SQL to talk to its database. It's been around since the 70s and it's not going anywhere. Then we have PHP, is the workhorse of the early web. While some developers love to hate it, PHP still powers over 70% of the internet, including WordPress and Wikipedia. It's specialized for the server side of websites. Similarly to PHP is Ruby, specifically the Ruby on Rails framework. It was designed for programmer happiness and productivity. It's what allowed startups like Airbnb and Shopify to build their platforms at lightning speed in their early days. When performance is the only thing that matters, we look at C++. It's an evolution of C that adds objects, making it easier to organize massive code bases. C++ powers the most demanding software on earth. Triple A video games, Photoshop, and high-frequency trading platforms. But like C, it's dangerous. It allows for memory leaks and security vulnerabilities. This led to the rise of Rust. Rust is the hot new language that everyone is talking about. It offers the speed of C++, but with a borrow checker that prevents the most common programming errors by default. It's being adopted by Google, Microsoft, and Amazon to rewrite critical infrastructure because it's virtually impossible to crash if it compiles. If C++ is a race car without a seatbelt, Rust is a jet engine without an automated safety system. What about the phone in your pocket? If you are on an iPhone, you are likely using apps within Swift, Apple's modern sleek replacement for the clunky Objective-C. If you are an Android user, the modern standard is Kotlin, a more concise and safer version of Java. In the world of cloud computing, Go or Golang is king. Created by Google, it was designed for simplicity and concurrency, meaning it's incredibly good at doing 1,000 things at once. It's the language of cloud powering tools like Docker and Kubernetes that keep the world's servers running smoothly. So which one should you learn? The answer is not about finding the best language, it's about finding the right tool for the job. You don't use a hammer to turn a screw. If you want AI, pick Python. If you want the web, pick JavaScript. If you want to build the next big game, pick C++. The beauty of coding is that you learn the logic of one the other, become much easier to speak. The digital world is built on these foundations and now you have the map. Stay curious and keep building. Thanks for watching.